So SmackDown aired this morning, you guys. If you probably would have watched it on Netflix, and you know how you can watch it on Netflix. Then it came on 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, my time. We did see the main event, which was Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. Now you would never thought this would have been a main event kind of like match, but you see, the way they had the timing. I was like, hold on, we still got a whole 30 minutes before the show go off. But overall, you guys, Aleister Black probably got this fireball by Zelina and put it into the face of Damian Priest, you guys. And I was like, oh man. So I hope they're not done with their feud just yet, but we'll have to see. Because Damian Priest was beating the mess out of Aleister Black, every now and then throughout the match. But you have to give props like to Aleister Black's mask. Like that thing looked phenomenal, you guys. I was like, that is cool. And you also have to like the stage as well of of it. But Aleister Black, you guys, he was putting up a good fight and everything. Like I said, until we seen the ending part where Zelina Vega actually came up and was telling Damian Priest, no, stop. And then that's where Aleister Black freaking blew that dang fireball, and I was like, god dang. We did see the main champions, of Raw and one of SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer. They were in the tag team match, going against Kiana James and Julia. Now, with that being said, like I said, they did win. Then they, of course, they held up their titles, so who's gonna win. But of course, we already know, and in my heart, I got Stephanie Vaquer winning this thing here, you guys. But we will also see Zolruka backstage, you guys, as well. So with them being backstage, they were demanding, to have a tag title match, against, the current holders of the title. Now we did see, you guys, another phenomenal thing on SmackDown where they were having Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And we seen a hooded person with face paint on. And if you go back to think of who had face paint when I know you wouldn't probably think it, but think of the Gorillas of Destiny. Does that kind of resemble it to it for you? So yeah, pretty much Tama Tonga, as you can see, that's how he was dressed up and everything. It was great to see Tama Tonga back. He has gotten a bit stronger too, but this is where it happened, where Shinsuke was going for the Kinshasa on Sami Zayn. But another great thing, you guys, I wanted to point out that Shinsuke Nakamura has his old theme song back, you guys, which was incredible. So with that being said, you guys, I wasn't expecting this to actually happen this way. But with that being said, you guys, it was like, okay, this right here is cool. So Shinsuke Nakamura, you guys, I guess WWE failed with his other character thing. And with that being said, you guys, we also go to see, Shinsuke back as his normal self. So seems like Shinsuke is a babyface once again, you guys, especially after the attack of of the MFTs on him and Sami Zayn, which I think they're going to set up for a tag match probably next week on SmackDown. But also, you guys, with that being said, we also seen where Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu had their little segment, but Jacob Fatu would get attacked by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre actually got the first got the last laugh overall. But I think I'm really gonna love this this feud between the two here. Now, with that being said, you guys, now this is where we will see Cody Rhodes, which he opened up the show, you guys. Cody Rhodes opened up the show, and you can see how great that stage look. It's kind of like a diamond or some sort with the scaffolds and all that. And of course, I forgot what Cody Rhodes was saying to Michael Cole and all of that. And excuse me, guys. And with that being said, not Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. He said something about a wanker, or like he was calling Seth Rollins a wanker or somebody a wanker. I was like, oh man. And I think it was Seth Rollins. And now that I remember, I have to go back and watch the show when it airs 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight, you guys. So I'll definitely rewatch that portion of it. Cuddy Rhodes, of course, and Crown Jewels tomorrow, which is 8 o'clock in the morning. So when I go to sleep tonight and I wake up in the morning, be like 8 o'clock. So of course, you guys, the Wyatt Six, they did have their match, but we didn't get a Uncle Howdy to come out with them. But we did have Nikki Cross to hold the lantern. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, maybe something's going on with Uncle Howdy. Who knows? But with that being said, you guys, we also, seeing where, there was like we seen like them, celebrating, then you seen like the MFT's face paint and everything on their faces, and you're looking, you're like, wait, hold on, what's going on here? So of course, you guys, the MFTs would actually be there, and they were kind of like overall looking, and they you see Eric Rowan, he kind of looks around and like, oh man, who is this? And then of course, like I said, you guys, that it was crazy. But yeah, I'm ready for this feud between the Wyatts and the MFTs. I think it's gonna be pretty incredible. We also, maybe even we can have a 2-minute or 3-minute match, with these two here, Nikki Cross and B-Fab. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen here. After the Street Profits, they did lose, and with them losing, do you guys believe that the Street Profits will will they still part as teams, or will they get moved over to Monday Night Raw and win those pizza titles? So I don't know, you guys. Street Profit also, you guys, had their original theme song. It was no more, I can't remember how that other song go, but they didn't have that song anymore. So rating on the show, you guys, I'm glad that WWE decided to do this creative change, because if we paying all this money, we need to see some great wrestling. Like, comment, subscribe to Chris Russell Reviews here on YouTube.com. See you guys in the next video. Peace.